Hi everyone. I had a few minutes this evening, so I thought I'd do a quick video on my routine for my morning skincare. I think in one of my earlier videos I talked about using the Clarisonic, and I've been using that for quite some time. As I mentioned then, I bet I've had that at least 5 years. So I do use it. I use it twice a day, but after 5 years, it's just not a problem using it twice a day. I don't have any irritation or anything like that because of using it. But if I recall, I think I did have to kind of start using it much, and build up to using it twice a day. But I believe that it does make a big difference in my skin. I do have, clearly I have some sunspots, some sun damage, but considering the amount of time I spent in the sun when I was younger, I was an avid tennis player for 15 years or longer. And by that I mean every single day I played. And then just really, when I was younger, we didn't realize or think too much about whether the sun was good for our skin, and I just loved to get a tan, and I would spend a considerable amount of time working on that tan, and gradually did so less and less until last year. I just stopped laying out at all. And really try to avoid being out in the sun. But prior to that, I would still occasionally lay out. I enjoyed the heat of the sun, and I enjoyed the appearance of having a tan. So now I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation that I certainly think has improved over time, but I can't expect it to all go away. So the best thing I can tell everyone is I hope that you are not spending a lot of time in the sun, and that you're being very careful about your skin. And if you have spent a lot of time in the sun, it's never too late to start trying to avoid that and take better care of your skin. So I typically do my cleansing routine in the morning using, right now I'm using Murad cleanser. I'm not that picky about the cleanser I use, other than the fact that I don't want to use anything that just makes my skin feel like all the moisture's been stripped away and that it's dry and tight. But beyond that, I think the primary thing is that I'm cleansing everything off my face, and that I am using the Clarisonic as an exfoliator, and I'm going to put lots of other product on, so I'm just not that picky about my cleanser for the most part. But following that, I do pat my skin dry, and then the first thing that I put on every morning is from SkinCeuticals. In fact, all of these products are from SkinCeuticals. I really like this product line. I feel like I've used lots of others. I've used Murad, I've used Patricia Wexler, I've used all kinds of products. I've used La Mer products, I've used Estee Lauder products. I probably have used everything under the sun at one point or another. But I'm really liking this, and I've been using this stuff for quite some time now, and I think it does make my skin look good. It certainly makes my skin feel good, and I don't get any odd side effects from it. So this is what I put on every morning. It's called SkinCeuticals Retexturizing Activator, and I put this on over my clean skin. And I used about 3 drops of this to cover my entire face, and I get a little down for my neck and everything. Now, my esthetician, when she showed me how to use this, just showed me to put 3 drops in my on my hand, and then rub my fingers together and then put it on my face. But what I found with all of these serum products is that when I do that, I lose a lot of product. Like it gets between my fingers, and then you don't have access to it as easily to put on your face. So now you've got great hand product. So what I have now, and I use it every day, is just a small ceramic tile, a square ceramic tile, just like you might do your bathroom or your I don't know, the backsplash maybe, if depending on how your kitchen is done. But you can buy those individually, and I always keep a couple around in the house. They're handy for other sorts of things that you might want to mix. I keep that on my in my dressing area, and I put my 3 drops of product on that. And then every day when I'm finished with it, I wipe it down with alcohol and let it air dry. So I've cleansed it off, and then I wipe it down with alcohol, so I feel like it's being well taken care of. But the advantage of that then is that I can put 3 drops on that. It's not porous because it's a glazed tile. I can just dab my fingers in it and put it on my face that way without losing a lot of product that's being soaked into my hands, or as I'm moving it about, getting trapped in between my fingers. So I highly recommend using that little tip because it works really well for me. Once that has had a chance to settle into my skin a little bit, then the next product I use is the CE Ferulic. Again, this is a SkinCeuticals product, and it takes approximately 3 to 4 drops of this as well, and you put it all over your face except for around your eye area. I always just stop at the top of my cheekbones and around my orbital bones, and then down my face and onto my neck, and leave that. While I'm waiting for that to sort of soak in, I do use another SkinCeutical product, and it's called AGE Eye Complex. It's a cream. There you go. And I've been using this for months and months and months. I know I've been using this at least 3 months. I use it twice a day. So as you can see, a little goes a long way with this. And I just dab that under my eyes, all the way around my eyelid, all the way around. And my eyes are probably, and it's true for many women, older women, kind of my most problematic area because they are so dark and they do seem kind of sunken in through here. But I do think that this has helped, despite the fact that my eyes don't look great. They're just not going to look great at this stage. So by the time I have taken the time to put that on, then I end up using the AGE Interrupter, and this takes the place of my moisturizer. Again, it is a cream product. There you can go. And I have been using this for probably maybe 3 months, probably about 3 months. So you can see again, a little bit of that goes quite a long way. It goes on really, really easy. I mean, as you can see, boom, boom, done. It doesn't require much rubbing. I mean, it just melts right into your skin. And then I go ahead and sort of finish up my hair care, and the next thing I use is the SkinCeuticals SPF 30 sunscreen. And what I like about that, is it just rubs into your skin very, very easily, and it doesn't leave that white chalky appearance that some sunscreens do. And I just can't stand that on my face. I might be able to tolerate it a little bit on other parts of my body, but not on my face. And as you can tell, I'm kind of dark and olive, and so I'm very aware when the sunscreen leaves that chalky zinc or titanium oxide appearance under my makeup, and it's just so obvious. But this does not leave that. It actually kind of has a little sheen and glow to it almost. And if you look on the hand that I have put nothing on, I don't think you can see any significant difference between one and the other, so thus no chalkiness. And then I go ahead and proceed putting on whatever I'm going to use for primer and my foundation. But in terms of my morning skincare routine, that really is it. I hope that's been helpful or informative, and that if you have any questions, that you'll leave them for me below in the comments, and you'll consider subscribing, and I'll see you all another time. Bye-bye.